Hey all, hey y'all. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips, and I am Infinite Energies, having a celestial being, universal Christ, oneness, galactic, unity consciousness, being experience of the cosmos, of divine evolution, to assist with the evolution, upliftment, and unity of the omnipotent presence of oneness, in which we most commonly term God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. As you are also, we are all infinite energies having a galactic, celestial, oneness, unity, Christ, consciousness, experience of the cosmos, to assist with the upliftment and regeneration of God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within and beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. You're tuned into my community lives, my Facebook account. If you're watching this back through one of my sister brother podcasts, Kingdom Things Podcast, which is available to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify. Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, which is available to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify. My other brother sister podcast, Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, which is available to stream for free on YouTube. Within both catalogs, timeless catalogs, I heal through the inner space. I deepen the intimacy with myself for all things, all beings, all things, to the inner space. And I channel healing frequencies, divine remembrances into the catalogs to assist us as we're all on a DNA, genome, cellular level, activating back into the remembrance that we've always been one with all things, one with each other, one with benevolence, one with God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions beyond and within God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. We've always been wellness. We've always been abundance. This lackful disposition in which we've manifested as in our reality, where we perpetuated imbalances that are seen all throughout our reality. Whether we have a front row seat conscious awareness experience of these tragedies, these events, or we just turn on our TV or read a story on social media or in the newspaper or watch the news and hear about it, our one energy in which manifests in infinite ways, manifests how we showed up, how our reality presented the events, happenings in our reality. We're actually dimensions of the makings of us, of the infinite dimensions of the makings of our realm. We perceive our realm as a planet of the solar system, of the galaxy, of the universes. It's really an embodiment, an energetic embodiment. And the understanding of energetic embodiment is one of infinite ways to perceive our realm. And it's a one of infinite ways in which most readily aligns with how we perceived in our species of beings of the cosmos of God's creation. So, the divine is like, it's fine to share it this way, Ashley, to channel it this way, to teach this way. Our planet is really a realm or an energetic embodiment that's infinitely forever lucid. Infinitely, forever, plural, infinite. The way we perceive our reality, our realm, our planet, ourselves, is a reflection, projection, co-manifestation, co-creation of our energy, our thought patterns, our energetic disposition. Our thought patterns are our contributions to the evolution of all things, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within and beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Give me a beat. Give me 1 second. Every moment, we're in an infinitely lucid existence, energetic embodiment realm in which we perceive as a planet. Every moment, we're at 0 point. Every moment is a 0 point moment, or every moment we are infinite. And there's infinite possibilities that can manifest in every moment. Or there's infinite ways we can show up. There's infinite ways we can evolve. and the thought patterns and the emotions and the energetic alignment that makes way to how we show up in every moment, how we perceive the way in which we show up in every moment, is our contribution to the evolution of all things. I'm at a space in my life where I want to say retracing my evolution, retracing my steps, but in a Fibonacci sequence. The Fibonacci spiral is its evolution, or I'll pull it up on my computer and show y'all the Fibonacci sequence. It's a spiraling, and it depends on your perspective of the Fibonacci spiral. If you're on a plane of the Fibonacci spiral where you don't see the depth of the spiral, you don't see that the spiral is spiraling upwardly, you don't see the depth of the spiral, your vantage point is more at a linear sequential patterning where your perception, you just perceive that you're just going in circles or in the same space, the same place, the same energetic embodiment. When in a greater truth, you're experiencing the same things, the same situations, the same energetic embodiments at different dimensions or different frequencies. Truly, different dimensions, is equivalent to a different frequency or a different place, a different route, a different step. I'm channeling this to say, my soul's like, we were hoping that kind of felt I felt a little discombobulated because there's something that I really wanted to get out, and then I felt hit with a bout of amnesia where there was an energetic interjection, like, oh, we want the cosmos, there's dimensions, like, no, say something else. I'm like, no, there's something that I really wanted to get out. And then I was just hit with a bout of amnesia. I'm like, I had to stop and drop it to my heart space, and I was reminded, every moment is 0 point. Every moment being guided by the soul to align with more infinite possibilities of our lucid nature, infinite nature, instead of being calcified in our ancestral teachings or ancestral energies, energetic embodiments, where we did repeat the same cycles and patterns. Again, it still looked like we were going in circles, and the truth is we were evolving upwardly or in different directions or in different energetic embodiments, or what we were in evolution. We've always only been in evolution. Even when we complained about experiencing the same things, even when we complained about nothing ever going to change. Y'all remember when we used to say that? I'm going to say we used to say that. Y'all remember when we used to say that? We used to complain like, oh, when I was this age, things were like this. I hate to see what it's going to be in 10 years. I hate to see what it's going to look like. I hate to see what it's going to look. Things going to get worse. Things going to be way worse than this. Y'all remember we should say stuff like that, like this? We can forgive ourselves. We're now awakening at the soul level. You remember our soul teachings that we're one with, we're innately one with. The remembrance that the way we vibrate aligns us with thought patterns, which manifest how our every moment shows up. So we know now we speak wellness. We know now we think we perpetuate and focus on thoughts of wellness. Whenever there's thoughts of other than wellness that come up and perpetuate through our energy, through our system, through our inner space, we stop and we ask ourselves, hey, soul, what is this thought trying to teach me about myself? Because I now remember, like, the way I think about myself and every being, everything manifests how every being and everything shows up. And every being and everything is truly one. Universal law of compensation, the energy or karma, universal law of compensation or universal law of karma, the energy you put out comes back to you. So if you're thinking unwell thoughts about other people, you're thinking unwell thoughts about yourself, because we're truly one energy that manifests in infinite ways. So we now remember this, so we forgive ourselves. Hey soul, hey self, what is that energy, this thought pattern trying to teach me about myself? Excuse me, y'all. Hey soul, hey self. What was that time where we thought in a derogatory way, in a derogatory disposition and derogatory perceptions about the self, about ourself, about God? We are God, the divine in evolution. I'm going to say not the God that we perceived, that we deified. My soul says we deified our ego. We deified our perception of reality. We deified a God that is abusive, that was neglectful. That's the way we showed up. We were abusive towards ourselves because we fed negative thoughts, low vibrational thoughts. And now we know, awakening through the inner space. There's energies like, that's not true. God, that's not the God. God's not, no, that's not true. We didn't deify our ego. That's not true. Our perception of reality is a reflection of how we show up, how we manifest. Our energy shows up how our energy manifests. I've been remembering and channeling the remembrances in my podcast. Remembering through the inner space. Zealotry, no negative connotation intended by my soul. So my ancestors, my inner space, my soul says, we're all truly one. So it's like but it's our ancestors. This is the way I channel through me, interpret through myself. Zealotry meaning seeking God in all things, seeking God within and God in all things, living life with an inquisitive disposition to garner the wisdoms from our experience, from our evolution. I've been retracing my steps or my evolution to heal myself. Because I thought who I wanted to be, the thought patterns I've been feeding all my life since I was a little kid. I thought that's who I wanted to be. I've been up close with I've been shown by the soul, by the spirit, by God, my future self, which is here now in the present moment. But the oneness of all things, God, Allah, Shekinah, Parcel, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, ancestral forces, within and beyond our concepts of God, Allah, Shekinah, Parcel, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, have been shown where the way I dispositioned my thoughts, who I thought I wanted to be since I was a little kid. I've been shown what that was manifesting for myself. Up close and personal. And understanding understanding one of infinite understandings when we're birthed into this realm. And there's infinite dimensions that goes into every being's birth into this realm. We don't come in. Our births are synonymous. Our energy, our birth, our existence is synonymous with the infinite sojourns of our soul. So the energy of our soul, the infinite places and dimensions and beings and species and paradigms beyond places, spaces, beings, in which our soul is experienced, our soul is one with our birth when we birth into this realm. It's the way we show up, the way we disposition, the way we think from the moment we're birthed, the way we vibrate to align with the energetic embodiments, thought patterns, the way we manifest in every moment is synonymous with the infinite dimensions and spaces and places in which our souls are one with. So the way we disposition our thought patterns and which assists with the disposition of our evolution is one with our soul's journey through beyond space, within and beyond space and time. Excuse me. I channel this to say. I channel this to channel. I got up close, and I've been up close and personal with dimensions of our existential fundamental nature. or one of infinite reasons in which why every human being, insert your name, insert my name, insert our plane, planet Earth, of divine evolution of God's creation. Why we came into procreation, creation. We're a part of a galactic experiment. It's commonplace, traditional for species and realms and planets and dimensions of cosmic creation, galactic creation, to project itself into different realms, dimensions, to put itself, its energy under a microscope, to learn about itself, to balance out its energies. Our existence, our realm, is a manifestation. It's infinite dimensions for our manifestation. This is a dimension that I've been taught, I've been reminded into, and I'm being guided to share, to teach, to channel about. We're projected into this. Our existence is infinite dimensions, putting its energy, our energy, God, Allah, Shekinah, Param, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the infinite dimensions within and beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, Param, Source, Hashem, Brahman, under a microscope, putting divine's energy under a microscope to learn about itself, the self, where God, Allah, Shekinah, Param, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within and beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, Param, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, which manifests, co-creates, procreates our existence, our plane, understanding our existence. We call ourselves humans, planet Earth. Our plane, planet Earth, is synonymous with infinite other species of galactic creation. It's synonymous with infinite other planes, realms, dimensions, planets of galactic creation. And the way we see our humanity, our planet Earth, is a disposition of our thought patterns, the frequencies in which we align to, which co-create the way we think, or our thought patterns, which co-create, manifest the way we show up in every moment, out of the infinite potentials and the lucid existence that is our energetic embodiment, our realm, our planet. Infinite lucid potentials manifest as we perceive it as human beings of planet Earth, because this is the energy frequency which manifests the thought patterns, which manifests our humanism of planet Earth, and which is synonymous with our experiment of cosmic creation, of the cosmos, of galactic creation. And this is how the divine procreates different species and beings of the cosmos. I'm getting emotional. The soul says you're healing, Ashley. You are healing. This is how the divine procreates different species of the cosmos. Drop back into my heart space to 0 point. Reach into the inner space or infinite limitless potentials to align with wellness, thoughts of abundance, thoughts of upward evolution or heightened frequential patternings, which leads to higher frequency embodiments, to be beings of to be infinite energies manifested as beings of wellness, limitless potentials, wellness, balance. Which brings me to the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, 2033 prophecy. It is ancient prophecy told from all over the world. It's biblical. It's synonymous with the second coming of Christ. Mind Hopi prophesied fifth world. Hinduism, turn of a yuga. Australian Aboriginal returning to our galactic roots, galactic remembrance, galactic DNA, galactic and beyond DNA. Do not replace your professional medical advice with anything you experience or hear within any of my content. You're welcome and thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. By the year 2033, it's here and now. Because we know through our sciences now, we're quite aware. And we're awakening to this remembrance within our DNA. The reason why we could perceive it through our science and in our cultures is because it's awakening within our DNA. The remembrance that time and space is lucid, infinite. And time and space is actually formed through the perceiver or through relation. When we perceive potentials beyond who we are in this moment, we create shape and form out of the infinite, limitless potentials that are every moment. That is our every moment. By the year 2033, which is truly here and now, we are a human culture, planet Earth, infinite energies having a galactic species of the cosmos experience, oneness, celestial unity, Christ consciousness beings. So the remembrance that we are one in each other, we are one in all things. And we exist in our oneness to be inquisitive about our oneness, to ask our soul inner space about our oneness, to get the answers, to come into greater conscious awareness of our existential fundamental nature, or why do we exist? Who created us? Where did we come from? There are infinite answers to all of these questions. And as we lead our existence with an inquisitive disposition, we get to glean the answers to our inner space. This brings me to my call to action. Sit with yourself every day. Ask your soul, hey self, what is it that I need to know to come into greater conscious awareness, as well as greater conscious embodiment of my hour limitless potentials? Wait for the answers because it will come. Your lingo with the universe is most likely unique to yourself. The more validate yourself in your knowings. Whether your lingo with the universe is more of a synesthesia where it has multidimensional dimensions, multifaceted dimensions, many dimensions to the communications, where it's not just a standard psychic ability like a claircognizant, clairsentience, clairvoyance. But it's more of a multifaceted experience. However your communications with the divine evolution, yourself, the soul, the oneness of all things, however those communications present, validate yourself in your knowings so that you become more confident and comfortable to unfurl back into cosmic orchestration, infinite, limitless cosmic orchestration, manifested as insert your name. By the year 2033, we will be infinite energies having the celestial being of the cosmos, unity, Christ, oneness, God consciousness experience, remembering that we're one in each other, we're one in divine evolution, with no death, no disease, no war, no ephemeral world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. As death, disease, war, famine, poverty, pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking were a part of the imbalances in which we were projected or procreated, projected into reality to sort out. We no longer have to mirror back the imbalances. We are more consciously becoming our future selves in the present moment. Or DNA activated, celestial oneness, Christ consciousness beings that are formed by infinite dimensions, having a celestial, galactic, Christ consciousness being of the cosmos evolution experience. And as we lead our lives and integrate the wisdoms, heightened frequencies in which we garner through deepening the intimacy with the cosmic orchestration or God, Allah, Shekinah, Param, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within and beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, Param, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. By, again, leading life with an inquisitive disposition. Praying and meditating through the inner space, asking your soul questions about reality, about yourself. Setting the intentions to embody the frequencies of these answers, of these wisdoms, divine wisdoms, or Hebrew, chakma. Divine wisdoms is chakma in Hebrew. We embody the frequencies of the chakma, divine wisdoms. We are the wisdoms or the Chakma divine wisdoms. We emanate the frequencies of these heightened understandings of our existential fundamental nature through our inquisitive disposition to be one with our cosmic and beyond limitless orchestration in which we've always only been. Our perspective of this is what changes. Every 0 point moment, we get to align with the heightened frequency understanding of our existential fundamental nature. Be this existential fundamental nature. How do we grow and evolve as infinite energies having a galactic species of the cosmos experience of God's creation? What do we create? What do we contribute to the evolution of all things? These are dimensions of our existential fundamental nature. To do so in wellness and joy. No death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. Have the understanding in the masses, here and now, 2033, also here and now. By the year 2033, also here and now. I've been leading my reality, retracing my steps or healing myself, experiencing dimensions that I experienced in my past at different frequencies or different dimensions. I've been coming into greater consciousness, doing so with a heightened sentience, leading life with an inquisitive disposition as we ask these questions and we embody higher frequencies or divine wisdoms or chakma. We become more sentient or greater consciously aware of our multidimensional facets and faculties. Excuse me. To where I started a new job. And yesterday was my first day of training at the job. And I was there before because I had a similar job, started a similar job, similar experience, different dimension, different frequency, different embodiment of myself, because what we call it the year 2014. It was my manifestation in what we call the year 2014. Truly the makings of me at a dimension frequency of myself that's been a part of my divine evolution. We call it the year 2014. Started a new job in the year 2014. Synonymous with the experience that I had yesterday when I started my new job. And I could see the parallel mirroring dimensions. I could perceive it. I was like, whoa. Truly 0 degrees of separation, 0 degrees of difference. The difference, or why wasn't I sitting back in the old building, in the old city, in the year we call 2014? Because I had experienced evolution, growth, that placed me in the year 2026 in a different city, at a different building, with a different company, similar job. The similarities, we would call it a description, a good adjective for the similarities would be uncanny similarities from my trainer, for our class, to the classroom. Differences that I could perceive as I'm sitting in the classroom, the training classroom, from what we would call the year 2014 to me here in 2026, I'm more sentient, divinely activated, divinely refined, divinely remembered, to where I'm activated into greater conscious awareness of our multidimensional existence, multidimensional faculties, more sentient. My soul taught me what is always what is. It's our perspective, perception of is, in which changes why 0 point. Every moment, there's infinite, limitless possibilities for us to manifest as, show up as, experience as. And what we manifest, show up as, experience as, is our contribution to the evolution of all things. It's a reflection of our energetic embodiment, our divine evolution, the thought patterns in which manifest our energetic embodiment our divine evolution, the thought patterns being synonymous with the divine wisdoms or chakma or energy or frequencies or energetic embodiment in which we are. The limitless potentials in which we are. And I'm sitting in the room, I'm like, whoa, shoot. I'm gonna give like a couple examples. I'm gonna give a few examples of the multidimensional experiences I had. One, being able to notice, okay, this trainer, like being able to perceive. Before we were, my soul was like, Ashley, this is always how reality has created. Y'all were just vibrating so densely, so slowly that y'all couldn't perceive that y'all are experiencing yourselves or reality or the divine in different dimensions. To learn, to finally ask, like, why? I've been here before. To ask the soul, like, what is this trying to teach me about myself? To be the wisdoms, to raise the vibrations, to remember that we are limitless energies manifested in this realm to assist with balancing out energies of infinite dimensions of God's creation, including our future selves, which are truly here and now. To raise to the vibrations of our future selves, which are truly here and now. DNA activated, limitless energies having a cosmic experience of God's creation with no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking, conscious galactic species of the cosmos, cosmic creation, cosmic colony, cosmic neighbors of infinite other species, consciously. So my soul's like, that's just always been like this. Now that y'all are in higher vibrations, y'all can perceive the continuity of y'all's existence, of reality, how y'all are truly one. Ask the questions, be the wisdoms from the questions that you ask to your inner space or to the cosmos or to God, because you're one with the cosmos, you're one with God. So like the trainer, I was like, dang. I was like, shoot. They look very similar. So like they're very, baby, they're like similar, baby. They look similar. And then I kept on getting out my body. Like, I was like sitting there I'm focused, but like I could perceive my multidimensionality. Like when things were said, I would get excited. I could see like we know like astral body. We know it's an astral body or light body. I could see my light body. Like I'm just sitting there like this, but I could see my light body reacting. I'm like, whoa, my soul's like, Ashley, it's always been like this for every last one of y'all. And the soul was like, every person in the room is similar. I was like, whoa, shoot. I was like, dang. Whoa. And I perceived this before, and I perceived this many times before, where like we're doing what we, what our denser perspective of ourselves, our slower vibrating perceptions of ourselves are doing, and then understanding like our light body or astral body is doing, like we're truly infinite dimensions. So are doing other things. Like I perceive like multidimensional beings being in the room with denser embodiments. Like I could perceive it synesthesia. And the multidimensional beings are just, because they weren't just human species. We would call them extraterrestrials or aliens, just sitting in the room, like undetected, like mostly undetected. I was watching a podcast. And the podcast is like a few people on the podcast. It's like a room. It's a few people on the podcast. So there's a denser vibration, like we would know as humans sitting there, of our class, of our species, of infinite energies having a galactic being or the cosmos experience of God's creation. They're sitting there. And then like through my third eye, I could see other multidimensional beings just like sitting there, like chilling. I was like, dang. So I was like, yeah, it's always only been like this. I was like, whoa, shoot. And I've had many other multidimensional experiences, which I share on my podcast. I'll actually link below. I did a Facebook community live where I share some of my multidimensional experiences. So I'm sitting in this training room, and I could perceive my light body, like doing other things. I was like, whoa. And then I could perceive how we all perceive differently. Why? Because our energetic embodiment or our manifestation from 0 point in every moment is our authentic contribution to the oneness of all things, or the way we perceive, the way we manifest, to assist the oneness, to the evolution of the oneness of all things. And it's always only been like this. Like, so for example, the trainer was like, okay, everybody say, we're going to introduce each other. We're going to introduce ourselves, say your name and some, interesting facts about yourself. I was like, she's like, who wants to go first? I was like, I'll go first. I was like, my name's Ashley. I'm from Austin, Texas. And, I've been in this field for some time. I took some time off to myself to, go within, to heal myself. And, I'm a channel. I channel spiritual messages in my podcast. She's like, whoa, that's interesting. And then one of the people in my trainer room, we were on our first break. He came up to me. He's like, did you say you talked to your ancestors? I said, I didn't say that, but I do. I was like, I didn't say that, but I do talk to my ancestors. He was like, cool. He's like, that's really cool. He's like, yeah, because I'm like, and he pulled out these beads from inside of his shirt. I was like, cool. I was like, cool. He expected me to know what those beads meant because he knew what they meant. I didn't know what he was talking about. I've seen beads like that before, but I didn't specifically know what he meant. He was like, now he could tell I was kind of puzzled. He's like, he said something. He said Santa Maria. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I've heard of it, but I don't practice it myself. He's like, okay, yeah, we just really call on our ancestors and stuff. I was like, oh, cool. I was like, cool, that's real dope. I was like, that's real dope. We had a conversation. It was really cool. He was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, you had a spiritual awakening, like you work spiritually. Like, yeah, I did during COVID. He's like, I think everybody did though. Like mostly everybody had spiritual awakenings during COVID. I was like, whoa. And it's how we're all only messengers for each other. That hit me deep because I channeled in my podcast about COVID. And the soul was like, the ancestral forces, the celestial bodies were like, the divine was like, y'all needed COVID. As horrible as it was, losing all your family members, y'all needed that for y'all's energetic reset. To remember y'all, to the remembrance that y'all are divine. That y'all are limitless, that y'all are wellness. Y'all needed that. And that's been heavy on my soul. I channeled into the podcast and that's just been heavy on my spirit. The soul was like, hey, Ashley, let that go. It's not your burden. It's not your fault. Y'all manifested that together. Like all of God's creation truly manifested that together because infinite everywhere from 0 point or every moment. Little migraine. Give me a second, y'all. Every moment, God's creation is creating or becoming. And I channeled this into the podcast as well. Imagine an infinite luminescent ball, geometric ball, like a ball that had that's a multi-dimensional sphere, like just many dimensions, just pulsing. Just imagine a vast black space and then a luminescent ball, multi-dimensional ball, just pulsating every moment. And every moment, that's infinite potentials of God becoming something else or in evolution. Just like it's synonymous with our 0 point. Every moment we're left is infinite possibilities for how we're going to show up in every moment. And the way we show up in every moment or the way God creates or bees in every moment is a part of divine evolution. So I had my spirit when he was like, yeah, I woke up during COVID. He's like, I think a lot of people did. Like a lot of people had spiritual awakenings. But he's like, I don't think it's fair everybody to wake up. Like everybody, like a lot of people had he said spiritual awakenings. I don't think everybody's gonna wake up. I said, that's what I said on my podcast. How everybody's waking up. He's like, okay. He's like, cool. And that was our conversation. I was like, whoa. And that hit me because it showed me dimensions of myself. As much as I channel and I know this, I'm aware of this. We're all awakening. Because that's the only way for us to all truly awaken and be on the evolution of infinite energies having a conscious cosmic species of God's creation's evolution. For all of us to be awakened and aware that we are infinite energies having a cosmic experience of God's creation, to grow, to evolve, to assist with evolution, growth and remembrance of our infinite limitless potentials in every now moment. For all of us to be in this evolution, this disposition, it's an infinite journey, not a race, is the only way to truly awaken, to remember to do so in our oneness, our unity. And this is an infinite journey. So as much as I, channeled this in my podcast, the soul was like, Ashley, what is he showing you about yourself? I was like, whoa, I have those energies inside of me because I didn't see it. Like that I have the energies inside of me. Like, oh, not everybody's going to wake up. I had those energies inside of me, and that's what he was showing me about myself. I was like, dang. And I dropped this in my heart space. I was like, ooh, heal it up, transcendence. Let us be the wisdoms. So that happened. I was like, dang. And like in the moment, I'm perceiving like, whoa, this is real magical. In the moment, in the conversation, I was like, dang. Multidimensional experience. I was like, dang. And perceiving how we're all awakening in our own way. Our soul shows and gives us messages in our own way to understand that we're more. The trainer was like, she was talking about an incident. She was like, I don't care what nobody says. I feel like this comes from a higher source, like a higher, like aliens. Like she's like, I really believe it's like aliens. I was like, whoa. And everybody kind of, nobody really like, because a lot of times when things like this manifest in the 0 point, how we show up, how the whole room shows up in every moment. We're all at 0 point and we co-create how the room shows up every moment. Nobody really like, because this is our first day in the room together, like in the class together. Nobody really like, there was like a couple of like, ha 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 ha. But like, it was kind of silent at the same time because that was an air of truth. There was an air of truth. There was a message of what she said. There's an air of truth to that. Oh, it's aliens. That's an air of truth. Like, because we are multidimensional beings. We are synonymous with infinite beings. And the way our realm shows up in every moment is stewarded by other multidimensional beings or infinite energies having a multidimensional being of the cosmos experience. We would look at them as extraterrestrial or aliens. The way we manifest there's a stewardship of multidimensional beings or extraterrestrials or aliens that assist with our growth and evolution. So it was like I was like, whoa. I was like, well, that's really cool. It's like message. I actually channeled it about this. It's the Kingdom Things podcast installment. I'm going to link it below for the playback watchers. Part of the title is called Bipedal Man Commenced. Bipedal Man Commenced. And I channeled Dimensions of the Galactic Federation of Light. Speaking of multidimensional beings, multidimensional energies. Infinite energies manifested as multidimensional beings, multidimensional energies, which are stewarderships of our colony, our collective, our energetic embodiment, our realm, our humanism, our galactic species. Infinite energies having galactic species of the cosmos experiment. Galactic Federation, stewarders, to ensure peace, harmony within our energy, within all beings, all things of the cosmos. Our energy, all beings, all things of the cosmos, truly one, synonymous. What? Because 0 point, all things exist, infinite potentials. The way all things manifest is God, is in God. The infinite possibilities of how every moment can manifest is, and the way it manifests is God and evolution, the divine evolution. So Bipedal Man Commenced, I channeled the Galactic Federation of Light. And that day I was healing all day, which I do. Like I consciously, and we all do, our conscious awareness just changes. But I'll be in my inner space asking questions, getting downloads, DNA activations, high vibrational frequencies pulsating through my body. So like I could feel fatigued. That day I was feeling fatigued. And I was the soul's like, Ashley, we need to channel this podcast. I was laying in bed. I said, we can channel it. I'm not getting up. I'm not getting on camera. Oh, baby, I'll record audio. I'm laying in this bed and recording audio. And that's what I did. So Bipedal Man Commenced, this audio style. And I was just laying in the bed and I channeled the Galactic Federation of Light. And they were like, they revealed the Illuminati. Y'all see as nefarious force, controlling humanity, keeping humanity under a thumb, or false pretenses of limitation, lack, destitution. And the Galactic Federation are like, we are dimensions simultaneously one with the Illuminati, because we assist with the manifestation of y'all's storyline, or the schematicizing of how 0 point manifests in every moment, or how y'all show up in every moment, how y'all energetically manifest in every moment. We assist with this timeline keeping to see to it that y'all evolve. I'm channeling that y'all evolve into who y'all are created to be. Remembrance, the balance from the inferring from our existence coming into manifestation, from the projection of many infinite dimensions projecting our energetic embodiment into manifestation, for the infinite dimensions, synonymous with the infinite dimensions putting their energy under a microscope to sort out imbalances, so that we survive and grow and evolve and be the wisdoms to the imbalances instead of self-destruct. And the Galactic Federation was like, if we didn't do this, y'all would have self-destructed. And y'all would not have seen second coming of Christ, awakening to be the wisdoms from y'all's evolution, to choose the wisdoms from your 0 point, to choose to be heart-centered in your 0 point and lean not on your own understandings. And those are notes that I channeled earlier. I channeled a whole thing earlier, and then the soul was like, actually, don't worry about that. Right before I started this transmission, I channeled a whole thing about what this transmission was going to be about. The soul was like, don't worry about that. Just stay heart-centered and trust, and lean not on your own understanding, and remain heart-centered. Had we not been under, and truly this control is a way of nature, our illusion of free will, illusion in the way that there's only really one choice to make, the choice being to rise, the choice being to deepen intimacy with our inner space or with all things, to remember how our inner space and all things are truly one, to be the wisdoms from this knowledge, this understanding, this intimacy with the self, from all multidimensional faculties, to the answers that we get from ourself or the soul or the oneness of all things, the cosmos. When we ask the questions to our soul, our inner space, the cosmos, about what our self or what our manifestation is trying to teach us about ourselves, be those wisdoms to rise, to heighten frequencies, greater conscious awareness of our infinite limitless potentials. That's the only true, out of the infinite possibilities and the infinite ways to be. And there are other ways there are other ways, because there's infinite dimensions to everything. So there's other ways to rise and to be in wellness and unity and evolution. But the galactic forces said this is a tried and true baby formula. We know this one works right here, so let's use it. Deepen the intimacy with ourselves and all things, to remember our unity, be inquisitive, to raise our vibrations, to be the divine wisdoms of the chakma, from our inquiries to our inner space or all things, to be greater consciously aware that we are infinite energies having cosmic species of the cosmos, of God's creation experience, to assist with the growth and evolution of all things, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within and beyond. God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Staying heart-centered and leaning not on our own understandings, but allowing our soul space, our infinite potentials in every moment to give us more abundant storylines or words to speak, to co-create how we align energetically, how we manifest energetically, how we show up energetically, how we evolve. No death, no disease, no war, no fear, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. Infinite energy, consciously aware that we're infinite energies having a cosmic being of God's creation experience, to assist the growth and evolution and remembrance of our unity, our infinite dimensions, our infinite existential fundamental nature. That is one with The infinite dimensions within and beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. It's like the Illuminati, yes, there are nefarious forces. As there are nefarious forces as we will perceive it, that are one with us. Remembering the channeling from a moment ago, we're one with all the beings and species and infinite dimensions that God is in every moment at 0 point. The way we manifest is like, it's like a snapshot. It's like a picture. It's like a selfie in God's creation. The way we manifest in every moment, like a little selfie in God's creation. God experiencing God. We are one with all dimensions and beings, nefarious forces. When a being chooses to remember that they are limitless and infinite, and that synonymously they choose to evolve as solo or above other beings and things, we perceive it as nefarious. In a way that as humans, when we have this disposition, as imbalanced energies being projected to assist with creating more wellness and balance in God's creation, when we have this disposition of hierarchy, being better or bigger than someone, that normally came with suppressing other beings, or looking down on other beings, or speaking unwell things, or thinking unwell thoughts on other beings, which what manifests how other beings show up. And also what? Principle of compensation, principle of karma. What goes around comes around. So we're like, oh, I'm having bad luck, or this happened. We transcend that. Understand you're only experiencing energy coming back to you that you put out once upon a time. Introspecting, reflecting, why am I experiencing this? What is it trying to teach me about myself? So we were one with the nefarious forces because we were creating the calamity. We were creating the destruction, the way we disposition our tongue and our thought patterns. So we get to be mature. Infinite energies having a celestial being of the cosmos experience. As more darkness comes to the light, or more deeds in which beings did when they thought they were behind closed doors comes to the light, we get to say, whoa, what is this trying to teach me about myself? About thee self. Garner the wisdoms, be the wisdoms, the chakma. Practice the wisdoms, be the wisdoms, the chakma. Raise in frequency to be wellness and balance. Understanding that we are one with those beings. We're one with those people, those forces that did things behind closed doors that they thought would never see the light of day. We are all one. We are the divine in evolution. And we exist, a part of our existence, I'm being guided to share this, like to remember that we are monadic beings. We are infinite energies having a monadic being of the species, monadic being of the cosmos experience. This is our destiny as a collective, to remember our monadic being presence. I'm guided, and we, the last live, I'm going to link it below for the playback watchers. It's in the reference content, how to become a conscious celestial being. Link below for the playback watchers within the Kingdom Things podcast catalog and Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment catalog, timeless catalogs. This week, this next week, we're getting back to regularly scheduled programs for Kingdom Things podcast for sure. and Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, my sister brother podcast. I flow with this catalog, this podcast offering. I know for sure next week we're getting a traditional Kingdom Things podcast transmission. But next week, Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, it might be the offering might be a community live. Or it might be a traditional Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. I'm not sure yet. I flow with reality, 0 point. It's possible. We'll get a traditional, but for sure, Kingdom Things podcast, we're getting a traditional Oneness Connect. We're getting a traditional Kingdom Things podcast installment. This week is my last Eat, Love, Pray 30-day sabbatical week. While I haven't been doing traditional podcast transmissions. I've been given the community lives every week as podcast offerings. We're getting back to regularly scheduled program next week for the podcast, Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. We shall see. More than more is going to be abundant offering, because, we set the intention to be wellness, to be healing, to be divine remembrance in the present moment, to share divine remembrance. Rabbi Yeshua Jesus Christ said divine remembrance is contagious. So we share divine remembrance. So it's going to be abundant, more than more. Link below, we have Bipedal Man commenced, and then how to become, reference content for playback watchers, how to become conscious celestial beings of the cosmos. So last week, how to become conscious celestial beings of the cosmos, I shared it was a download that I got. And I shared the diagram that I channeled from the download that I got about it's essentially being monadic beings. Remember that we're whole in and of our manifestation. In every moment, simultaneously whole or infinite or a microcosm of God's infinite potentials. Every being is a microcosm of God's infinite potentials in every moment. Coming into living our disposition, our existence to come into greater conscious awareness, conscious embodiment of this. To grow and evolve our species, our colony, galactic creation, all of God's creation to more wellness, to more balance, more remembrance of our oneness nature, of our existential fundamental nature. So remembering that we're all monad beings, and I'm being guided to show this clip. It's from a source on YouTube. It's a short on YouTube.
In Gnostic teachings, there exists a concept so profound.
I'm just gonna hold the computer up. Give me a second, yo. Just gonna hold the computer up. Yeah, let's start the video over. Hold the computer up.
Mysterious, that it defies all human. In Gnostic teachings, there exists a concept so profound, so mysterious, that it defies all human understanding. It is called the monad. Unlike the God described in mainstream religion, the monad is not a personal deity, not a ruler, not a judge. The monad is the absolute one, the eternal source from which all existence flows. The Gnostics described it as pure light, invisible spirit, and the ultimate silence beyond silence. It does not think the way humans think, nor does it act in the way humans imagine. It simply is, the eternal fullness, known as the pleroma. From the monad, emanations, called eons, flow outward like ripples from a drop of water. Among these eons was Sophia, whose story of descent and redemption shaped much of Gnostic belief. But here is the paradox. The monad cannot be seen, spoken, or even fully known. Yet, the spark of the monad exists within every soul. To the Gnostics, this was the greatest secret. Within each of us lies a fragment of the divine source. A piece of eternity trapped in flesh. Mainstream religion taught worship of a creator God. But the Gnostics believed that the monad was far beyond this world, untouched by the corruption of matter. The true path was not blind obedience, but awakening, to remember who we are, and return to the source. So, What if the deepest truth of existence is not found in temples, laws, or rituals, but in the silent stillness of the monad itself? In Gnostic teachings, there exists a concept so profound,
So I'm listening.
so mysterious, that it
I'm listening. I asked the question, like, because it says, like, because I know, we know we're all awakened to the fact that we're one with the infinite. But it's like the video, it describes the infinite, the pleroma, or the monad to be untouchable, unthinkable, unseeable. And in a lot of cultures, we know that as the ineffable, or like it'll be explained like you can't glimpse God. Like, it's holy and sacred to take a glimpse at God. Like people don't just do that. Like, not everybody just can meet God. That's how it's described in a lot of cultures. And I'm like, and now we all know when we look in the mirror, we're looking at God and evolution. When we perceive anything, we're perceiving God in evolution. So I asked the inner space, like, why? And I know the question was posed for the answer to come through. The inner space, I heard, like, why is it described like this? Because what do we just channel remember? Every moment, God is infinite, lucid potentials. And the way God manifests in every moment. The spherical, multidimensional spherical, geometric, luminescent infinite force, in a vast space of existence, infinite potentials. The way the divine pulses and manifests in every moment, evolves in every moment, is a manifestation of every moment. So it's truly not to be known per se, but to be experienced and learned from every moment. To grow into greater awareness of who we are in our every moment. What we are in our every moment. The soul is like, that's the baby. That's all we got, Ashley. Cool. I'm glad. This has been really abundant. Extremely abundant. Extremely abundant. Because I've been glimpsed. I've been learning, and I know these things from my inner space, and we all do from our inner space. But what would happen is, I would step back into spaces and places in which I've been in my evolution, getting back to retracing my evolution, and doing so with the disposition to heal myself or these self, to raise my vibrations. From sitting in a training room that, baby, synonymous with the experience of 2014, but we're in 2026, different dimension, different pulsing, divine evolution, frequencies, dispositions, dimensions of God's creation. So Ashley, 2026, different city, different company, similar experience. While I'm sitting there, I'm feeling the energies of me from 2014. And I'm staying heart-centered to garner the wisdoms from me from 2014. That's what I wanted to say, but it didn't come up earlier. Oh, thank you, Soul. The Soul's like, we wanted you to get this stuff out. We're glad you circled back around. We circled back around here. Oh my gosh. As I started awakening consciously, because we're always only truly awakening, our perspective, perception of this is what changes. And what I'm about to share is about to put a asterisk on this. We've always only been infinite, limitless potentials, wellness and balance. Started awakening consciously. Mind, body, soul, spirit, to remembrance that we are wellness, we are balance, we are limitless. Started throwing shame and resentment at my past self for the way that I manifested in the moments of my past self, the things that I did, the places that I was, the way that I thought. Started throwing shame, casting shame and blame and resentment at my past self. And I'm sitting in that classroom yesterday, baby, synonymous with the 2014 experience, but it's 2020 dimension, we call it 2026, different dimensions of divine evolution, frequencies, dimensions. So I manifested as Ashley 2026. I'm feeling the energies of Ashley's 2014. baby, DNA activation, soul healing, baby, bust open on the inside, baby, cellular regeneration on the inside. That's what I mean by busting open. Cellular regeneration on the inside, deep. My soul said, Ashley, we'll wait till you get home. It's like, we'll wait till you get home to really feel this and really, you know, really do like this DNA activation to the inner space. Do not replace any of your professional medical advice with anything you experience in my content. I was like, damn. I'm driving home. The soul was like, gave me a prophecy. This is Pajamas and prophecy. Okay, we're getting we've gotten a lot of prophecy, insight, divine evolution, insight. I'm driving home and I'm more sentient, and I haven't really been driving on the freeway like that for a few years. And now I'm more sentient and I'm driving on the freeway. That is scary. It's terrifying. Going fast as heck on the freeway, and I'm sensing all types. I'm sensing other dimensions, whether it's car crash. Because whenever we're experiencing something and we're tapped into our multidimensionality, we can perceive that something in infinite way, like many ways other than how it's manifesting in that moment. So I'm perceiving car wrecks and all types. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was just like shaking and trying to focus. I'm like, stay grounded, Ashley, stay focused. My soul said, Ashley, just stay heart-centered. Stay heart-centered. I'm trying to stay focused, stay heart-centered. I was like, dang. So I'm driving home and I'm feeling that. And I was like, dang, I thought I missed my exit. I kept on driving and I saw, my soul was like, Ashley, just keep on driving. And I saw an exit where I could take this road straight to the house, where I no longer had to be on the freeway. The soul said, we just wanted, you didn't miss the exit. We just wanted to get you off the freeway. I was like, thank you. And I just started crying. And when I got the freeway, I just started crying. Started crying. And like energies from my past self were just like, let's rewind. I got out of the first day of training. I got in the car, plugged my phone into the aux, and my song started playing. And the part that started playing said, "Wake up." When tender abundance. When I want to wake up and fly. When I want to wake up and when I want to wake up, the aux it said unsupported on the car. You know when you plug in your aux sometimes it'll say unsupported or it'll stop playing. It stopped playing on that part. It said, when I want to wake up, it stopped playing. It said unsupported. And I got the message. I was like, I'm up now. I said, so I'm up now. I know it's actually 2026. I know we're working through the 2014 energies. I said, I'm up now. I remember I'm awakened. And the soul was like, I was like, okay. I was like, whoa, shoot. So energies from when I was actually 2014 dimension started like moving around. Then I got on the freeway and I started all types of stuff. I'm trying to stay focused. I'm trying to not freak out. I'm feeling all types of stuff, seeing also, multidimensional. And I thought I missed my exit. The soul said, no, Ashley, just go straight, get off on this road, on this exit, take that whole road home, off the freeway. We trying to get you off the freeway. I said, thank you. So I just started crying. The way my soul is taking care of me, or these souls taking care of me. I just started crying. I was like, thank you. I was driving up crying. I said, thank you. So, and I was just like healing through the inner space and sensing stuff. I'm just crying, driving home. Luckily, I'm on a 40 mile per hour road, baby. Oh, sometimes it's 35. I was like just crying. I was like, dang. I was like, and the soul said, wait till you get home, Ashley, to, really feel through these energies. So I got home and started feeling through these energies. Went to the bathroom and started feeling through the energies, and, cleaning myself up. And I just started hugging myself. And myself from like 2014, 2016, 2017, 2018 came to me. And I was communing with myself from back then, my past self, really in a different dimension. Why? Because everything is here now. Came to me, sentient. It's like, I remember. Because whenever you heal yourself in the present moment, understanding you're healing your past, future, and present self, you're raising the vibrations of all dimensions of yourself. So like when I would, like, my soul told me that, hey, Ashley, when you think back on your past, it didn't even happen like that. That's not how it happened anymore, because you've grown and evolved. So you created a ripple effect, a butterfly effect to grow everything into more wellness and balance. So the way you remembered yourself is not how you truly exist in that timeline, that dimensions that you call Ashley 2014, 2015, 2016, 2018, she still exists, and she's not like the way you remembered. You're not like the way you remembered yourself. So I was communing with myself in the past, came out to me, like I was just holding myself in the bathroom, and I was so sentient, so like so sentient. It's like, I remember it. It's like everything we were doing, it was to create wellness, to be here and now. Like, it's like everything was there was subconscious garden cultivating. We were cultivating this garden, divine garden. Everything we was getting into back when you thought you were doing shit you had no business. We were cultivating a divine garden. And in my mind's eye, I could just see, like, it's like a remove, the lights came on. It was like just beautiful blossoms of flowers where I thought there was darkness, where I thought I was out of alignment with who God created me to be. And I was just holding myself, like, multidimensionally, myself in the past and my present, future self, just in that moment, in that 0 point moment, communing. Like, no, we were created, we were cooking up, we were healing, we were cooking up, we were healing. And I was just like, it was powerful, and I needed that experience. I needed it. Because I channel in the podcast, you'll see through the podcast, you know, if you listen to the podcast, Kingdom Things podcast, as well as Oneness Connection, where I had a lot of anger and fear and resentment and guilt. And my soul was like, Ashley, you don't exist like that in those dimensions that you call 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 20. They're all truly here and now. You don't even exist like that no more. In those timelines, those parallel universes, parallel realities. So be the wisdoms, be the divine chakra. Call to action, sit with yourself every day, ask yourself, hey soul, what is it that I need to know to come into greater conscious awareness, greater conscious embodiment of our limitless potentials. We're gonna go ahead and close out this Facebook community live again. You can take part in my channelings, the soul space, within my podcast, Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, which is available to stream on YouTube and Spotify, as well as Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, my sister brother podcast, which is available to stream on YouTube. That's more of the Powwow session podcast, where it's more off cuff and candid. We deep dive in the inner space. We ask the soul questions. You know, I'll get a topic from the soul space, galactic and beyond forces. Hey, Ashley, channel about this paradigm of humanism. We'll channel about it, ask questions, get healing frequencies, divine remembrances, chakra. Kingdom Things podcast, it's a little bit more refined. You know, we channel ancestral forces and their specific topics and remembrances and healing frequencies that the accumulation of all things knows is going to be presented or channeled in the podcast. I don't always have conscious awareness of what this will be. I just allow. Stay heart-centered at 0 point and channel from the soul space. Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify. I have channeled music in the past. I'm working on my last album. Ashley-Nicole music is available to stream on YouTube. It's my catalog of it's like 11 plus projects. It's the divine evolution. Through the perspective of my evolution, healing frequencies, divine remembrances, and the catalogs. Ashley-Nicole music is available to stream for free on YouTube. I also have a vlog series, as well as intuitive dancing show. And then I also publish all of the community lives within my music channel, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. Just go to the playlist section. You'll see all the albums, the community live playlist, my dancing show, Dancery. Ashley-Nicole Music is available to stream for free on YouTube. Link below in the description of this offering, transmission. I also have 3 books published at this time. I channeled from the soul space. The soul space like, hey, Ashley, we want to help you. Back when I channeled it, the soul space like, hey, Ashley, you don't remember who you are. We're going to help you remember who you are. Now I know. Now we know our past self remembers. Remembers. As we remembering. We are remembering. 3 books, The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, channel from the soul space. The first 2 parts, Asiyah's story. The first book, Coming Home, the story of Asiyah, followed by the story of Asiyah, I'm home. Asiyah is divine evolution and evolution. She's growing into greater conscious awareness of the divine evolution and evolution which she's always been. Third part of the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is My Other Half. My Other Half is The story of divine evolution being in divine evolution. The many dimensions in which divine evolution can be in divine evolution. To come into greater conscious awareness that we are divine evolution in divine evolution. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is available to purchase in the Amazon bookstore. If you're doing digital downloads, it's 3 separate downloads. $29.97 plus tax for all 3 books. If you're doing paperback copies mailed to your home. The first 2 parts, Asiyah's story, coming home, the story of Asiyah, followed by the story of Asiyah, I'm home. It's in one binding, $19.99 plus tax. The third part, My Other Half, is in a separate binding, $9.99 plus tax, so it's $29.98 more than more for all 3 books. The full parcel, all 3 books, the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, available in the Amazon bookstore paperback copies. And then the first 2 parts, Coming Home, the Story of Asiyah, the first 2 books, Coming Home, the Story of Asiyah, followed by the story of Asiyah, I'm Home, are available to stream audiobook style within the Kingdom Things Podcast YouTube catalog. I actually read the books. The link specifying the YouTube catalog Asiyah story playlist, as well as the paperback copies, as well as the digital downloads, are specified below in the description of this video. And we have Asiyah Story, the animated series, which I channel from the soul space from Divine Evolution to assist us at this time as we're awakening. Channel Divine Remembrances, Chakma. It's an animated series which spawns from channeling the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. The animated series is available to stream for free on YouTube on my author's YouTube channel, AP Short Stories on YouTube, link below in the description of this video. I also have a live series called Out of the Box. So we're all experiencing infinite energies awakening within the dream of this experience as galactic species of the cosmos of God's creation. Out of the Box is available to stream on my music channel, Ashley-Nicole Music, on YouTube playlist section. You'll see Out of the Box. Lastly, but certainly not least, I have a cooking channel. I enjoy cooking. I'm also enjoying letting go of my attachment to food and cooking. Because now that I don't do a lot of other stuff that I did before. And actually, it's always been a part of how my soul kept me protected and safe. Instead of going to do a lot of riffraff, I would just be to myself and like eat a pint of ice cream or eat cookies. I would do this. Then instead of a lot of riffraff. So it's a part of how my soul kept me protected. My relationship with food. I'm enjoying letting go of the attachment, identifying with food so much. You can experience this with them. I'm consciously setting its intention to be this in evolution within my cooking show, Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, which is available to stream for free on YouTube. Link below in the description of this video. There's other content over there as well, mukbang content where I eat and channel about whatever the soul puts on the soul space to channel about. Again, Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips on YouTube. I love you, love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality, to love you back. Self-love is the best love because we are love in our truest. Let's give that to ourselves, each other. Self-love is the best love because it assists us with gleaning the majesty that is our existence. I'm going to see y'all later. Bye.
I am real. My inner space, or authentic, universally aligned frequency, has been and is being projected into my tangible reality.
Working through my inner imbalances to perceive and embody more my limitless, balanced, well nature is a journey I wouldn't trade in for anything. A journey I wouldn't trade for anything. The Galactic Federation of Light has assigned you two to a new mission. New mission? Give us the deets.
What do you say? You up for it, Asiyah?
Up, down, left, right, yin-yang balance, I'm up for it.
First things first, you two need some training. I pulled some etheric cords for you to meet with the masters.
The masters?
Now that ancient, etheric, God, infinite creation prophecy has been resurrected, and all within is being activated to remembrance that all is one. There are no limits, no bounds. We called in the Holy Shabbat Trinity.
The Holy Shabbat Trinity.
We'll connect you two while you're on your flight. They're coming in to help all of humanity awaken in the masses, to assist all of humanity awakening to their infinite potentials.
The Holy Shabbat Trinity. I think I have a clue who you're referring to. Humanity is in great hands. We are one. We are home. We are awakening, awakened. Thanks, Barry.
That's Commander Barry to you.
Thank you, Commander Barry.
All right, off you two go. And remember, have fun, innovate, encourage, be honest, inspire, experience, and be kind.
Will do.
I've had dreams of this being my life, all of my life. I got discouraged over the years. I'm finally living my most abundant reality. I'm gonna live this reality to the fullest. With having fun, innovating, encouraging, being honest, inspiring, experiencing, and being kind. Thank you, Lieutenant Barry. Thank you, Divine Presence that I am.
We are ready for this.
We were born ready.
Hey, my name is Asiyah, and I am an interdimensional being. I know. I just found out myself. Everything that I thought was my truth was a lie. I chose to continue this life because of the one thing that I know isn't a lie. Love.
Jesus Christ. Rabbi Yeshua. You and Asiyah are being transmitted holy wisdoms, chakma, by the way of divine revelation. These wisdoms would traditionally be acquired through years of study. You are ready to wield your soul's truths of your innate, limitless, divine connection in which you are. I've been waiting forever for this, Rabbi. Your most wonderful visions, your most whimsical dreams, wondrous dreams, are your truths. You only have to be brave enough to speak your truths, to embody the energies of your truths, to manifest a reality that mirrors your truths. Yeah, Rabbi, you're right. I thought it was all a dream. Share yourselves with the world. Divine remembrance is contagious. Share your wisdoms, your love, and your balance. Gladly. Happily. The Lubavitcher Rebbe. In my sprightly animated form. You've been helping me heal over the years. To remember. To forgive. To come into wholeness. Inner union. Inner peace. Inner wellness. Inner balance. Yes, these things are true. In your inquisitive nature to journey inward, to learn more about yourself, to heal yourself, to become well, has assisted with rejuvenating, with uplifting all of divine connection, all of infinity, all of Shekinah, all of Elohim, all of God. It's the divine mandate over my life, over humanity's existence, my inner space, or my God inside, my soul, my highest presence, gave me the task to become everything I was created to be, everything that I am in the I am, to allow for the avenue for humanity to come into its dharmic purpose, for humans to become our dharmic purpose, limitless potentials in the tangible, infinite potentials with the illusion of form or finite. Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak Schneerson. In fleshly animation and youth. You too, you and Asiyah. You be your authentic truths. You be who you innately know that you are. You will be who you innately know in which we are. Dimensions of the infinite sea. Infinite creation. I will relax into the love, or my innate divine wisdoms. And so it shall be, and so it is ordered. Shalom. Conscious within a realm that is a patient within the etheric intensive care unit. As ancient eons old prophecy has been resurrected and fulfilled, growing into being a dimension of the limitless bipedal man. Well, woman. Let's try this intro scene again. We're galactic beings. Our energetic disposition and thought patterns manifest our reality. Let's try awakened within the dream. Remembering that I am one with all things, and that my energetic embodiment is infinite and sentient. Another day in paradise. As I awakened to my limitless presence, a little bit ahead of the masses. Another day in paradise. Because I am a forerunner. I began to demonize humanism as a part of my awakening process. It's an ancient cycle, an archaic cycle, that we no longer allow ourselves to do, as instead of demonizing our experiences, not limerence, not naive, or our creations as humans, we face them, we meet them, we learn from them, and grow and evolve the energies of our creations. But conscious and aware of the need and necessity to balance energies to eradicate disease. Another day in paradise. Like food. And nature. What does your sky look like? I ask because I have the soul level remembrance that every human perceives reality as we are, or as the energies we're embodying in every moment, and not truly as it is. So I ask, what does your sky look like?
You are clear, ocean waves, what you call sins, heavy waves, revolution, activated human will,
We, humanity, stem from the beginning of space and time, the spheres of creation in which came together to create a more powerful, abundant, prime source creator energy, or Allah, or God, or the Most High. The energy summation of the spheres of creation were an energy of imbalance and chaos. So, galactic creation ensued, as well as the universal laws in which govern the tangible realms, worlds, and planets. Like the principle of gender, everything in creation has feminine as well as masculine energies as the components of its makeup. To be in perfect balance or achieve 0 point, you must embrace, honor, and cultivate your yin and your yang, or your feminine and your masculine, or your inner man as well as inner woman. You don't have to know the way. Just know that you are your North Star.
You are a warrior, princess, dragon, galactic, queen.
Be like water. Flow.
How's being awake in your earthly dream treating you?
Taking everything in stride. How's the Earth's timeline trajectory looking?
100% chance of the highest timeline outcome manifesting for the foreseeable eons, and a 100% chance of your most abundant mirrored and balancing counterpart manifesting to traverse your human interdimensional existence with.
All in a space, time, and beyond's work. And I trust this.
Be patient, Ash.
Ash?
Do you mind me calling you Ash?
No. I don't mind. My grandmother and my sister are the only ones who have called me Ash.
You there, Ashley? Ash? Ash?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
You're remembering.
I'm what? Remembering.
Your mission on planet Earth.
To assist with uplifting and rejuvenating all of infinite creation through the way I relate with and to unconditionally love myself or all things.
Yes. Be patient and compassionate with yourself, Ashley.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Talk to you later, Em.
We made it. Love is undefined. There are many, my civilizations that are power is undefined.